20 years ago, we started Montessori by the Sea because of our own children, Sierra and Nico, who were just toddlers at the time. We really wanted to create a space that was just warm and nurturing and where they could really thrive.
At the time, we really couldn't find that ideal place, so we took a really huge leap of faith and decided to create our own. With Courtney's background as a Montessorian and my background in business, and with lots of support from people within the community, we found this beautiful plot of land and began creating our dream.
For us, Montessori is our second home. It's a place where we feel our kids are well respected, they're treasured and loved. Courtney and Debbie have a knack for picking teachers that truly love their jobs. They have an open door policy and they take on any concerns that we have. We just love the school. I remember when our daughter Gabby was 9 months old and we were looking for a school. So we drove down Old Prospect Point Road and saw this beautiful yellow building settled among the trees. And we came in and Debbie was outside and she showed us around the toddler class and explained the Montessori philosophy to us. And we just got so excited for our daughter because we just felt that she was truly going to blossom here.
That was 20 years ago, and we have been truly blessed to see Montessori by the Sea grow into the amazing learning community that it is today.
Our motto, like a tree planted by streams of water which yields its fruit in season, Psalm 1:3, is very reflective of what we feel about children who are nurtured. They're fruitful, they blossom, and they prosper. The Montessori philosophy makes this possible for every child. The beautiful materials and the classroom, it's all very focused on the child's independence. The Montessori philosophy itself is very child-centered and not teacher-led, and this really empowers the child and helps them to give them that sense of independence.
I've been fortunate to be part of this Montessori by the Sea community since 2011. As an educator and a Montessori advocate, it has been wonderful to see these children grow from as early as the toddler years all the way up to early adolescence. The emotional, social, and academic development of each child has been amazing to observe. What's amazing is that Montessori education has been around for over 100 years. Still to this day, it's revolutionary in terms of how the child develops into a great global citizen.
Montessori by the Sea feels like a second home. There's a sense of comfort in terms of interacting with the staff, being on the school grounds, and interacting with the other families at the school. Actually, it can be tricky at the end of the day to get the kids to leave because there's such a sense of comfort and wanting to be a part of this community.
Knowing nothing about Montessori coming into this, it was an adjustment. Both of our kids, very different. I thought one would be great in Montessori, one wouldn't, but actually they've both been thriving. I've learned a lot and they've learned a lot. It's been fun to see them grow.
The Montessori curriculum responds to and challenges each child to rise to the occasion, not just intellectually, but practically, emotionally, socially, and above all, morally.
My name is Gabby Cancel, and I attended Montessori from toddler at the age of 8 months to grade 8 when I graduated in 2013. After that, I went to Cayman Prep, and I went to the University of Exeter, and I'm currently studying accounting and finance.
My name is Dominic Dyer. I attended Montessori from kindergarten until grade 7, where I graduated in 2011. I then went on to Cayman Prep, and I'm currently studying financial economics at Columbia University in New York.
I'm Oriella Zaguni, and I attended Montessori from CASA to grade 7 and graduated in 2017. And I'm currently in 11th grade at CIS.
Montessori not only provided me with such a strong academic foundation, but also just taught me everyday skills such as conflict resolution, respect for the environment, and grace and courtesy.
For me, a lot of things stand out about Montessori, but one of the most special things I think is how they mixed all 3 grades into one classroom, and I really like how they did that because it allowed you to make friendships with different people from the older grade or the younger grade, and it was special for me because I made a lot of connections that way. And even now that I don't go to the school anymore, when I see someone that used to go to Montessori, I'll talk to them and we have a special connection.
Montessori to me is such a special place because it not only gave me a strong academic foundation, but it gave me skills that I will use throughout my whole life. One of the most important things to me for Montessori was just having the ability to independently learn and be curious about the world and life has just given me such a positive outlook on education that I'm so grateful for. But most importantly, I'm most grateful for how it shaped me into the person that I am today. So it gave us such a strong foundation of just being a compassionate and caring person, a steward of the environment, and just an overall good citizen. And our teachers always like to refer to the golden rule, which is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that is a lesson that I've carried throughout my whole life, and it has been invaluable to me.
When we built Montessori by the Sea 20 years ago, we wanted to create a community that allows for a legacy of limitless possibilities. And looking back over the years, we see that our dream has become a reality. We see it in our first graduates who now have university degrees and are starting their own journeys.
We see it in how our school community has grown, having been touched and made better by students who inspire us and enrich our lives, allowing us to learn something wondrous each day, by teachers and staff who nurture, love, and respect every child, and by families who encourage and support us along the way.
And we see it in the future as we look at every child with us today. Everyone at Montessori by the Sea is a part of this special legacy, and we can't wait for the limitless possibilities of the next 20 years.